Imagine if wearing makeup or a dress could get you killed. For 15-year-old Lawrence King, that's just what happened.
If you think gay teens like Lawrence King are safe in our schools, you're wrong.
When you see someone being made fun of for who they are or how they look, do something about it.
It's not okay to hurt people for being who they are.
It's not okay to hate.
Don't close your eyes to discrimination.
If you hear it, if you see it, stop it.
No one should be discriminated against for who they are.
Words can kill, but they can also save.
Gay, lesbian, transgender, straight.
Be a voice against violence.
Be a voice against violence.
Be a voice against violence.
Stop it.
None of us will be
Gay,
safe until
lesbian,
all
transgender.
None of us.
It's
Stop it.
not okay.
Do
Stop it.
something about it.
Join me in the fight against hate and violence.
None of us are safe until all of us are safe.
Hi guys, it's Timothy, creator and founder of Carolina Queers. I want to give you folks just a brief history on the Carolina Queers Foundation. Carolina Queers was originally an idea that I had back 8.5 years ago. It was originally a group of 5 gay men and women from North and South Carolina. It consisted of myself, a straight woman actually, by the name of Diane, transgendered female by the name of Carolina Nicole, and then there was Zach and Chris, both were gay men. That's how Carolina Queers originally started. It was just a group of 5 very close-knit friends that went to the bar every weekend, had fun, did the parties, and all that kind of stuff. It eventually evolved from there to an online group via MSN. It was a chat group that I started off by calling SCM for M. It was basically a chat group for myself to find other gay and lesbian men from both North and South Carolina. It originally started off with 3 members, and within a couple of days we actually exceeded a maximum of 250 members. So that was amazing to me that it took off so quickly. I never expected it would do that. Eventually, MSN granted me permission to actually increase the number of members. Of course, I hit the limit twice more, and that's when they capped me. At the very end, with the service, there were 1,500 members. And MSN, like I said, finally capped me at that many, which I knew there were a lot more that were joining, that wanted to join, because I kept receiving invitations in the mail all the time for people who wanted to join the group. So after some very heated discussions with MSN, I finally decided to move the service to another group, or another form, so to speak. I shut the group down for about 2 weeks, and it took me a while to find something, but at the time Google had something in beta called Google Pages, and I actually was able to get an invite to it, and it's basically a web hosting service through Google, and that's where I decided to move the group. And it stayed with Google for about 3 to 3.5 years. And eventually I decided that I wanted to do more with the site than what Google was allowing me to do, as far as customizing the website, adding different HTML components, updated feeds and stuff like that, podcasts and whatnot. So I eventually had to break down and buy my own hosting service as well as a domain name. And that's where in late 2006, early 2007, I purchased carolinaqueers.info. And that's how Carolina Queers became, so to speak. Unfortunately, .info domains were not very popular when I first purchased. So, and that became very apparent to me very early on. So I quickly snatched up carolinaqueers.org, and that's where the site is currently. and I've been receiving a lot of feedback, a lot of comments, and I want to thank you guys so much for making the website a success. As most of you know who have been with me since the very beginning, I had to learn the hard way working with domain names and hosting services because Carolina Queers, unfortunately, I registered with an AOL service, and they actually put a hold on that domain name. So for about 2 years, I was unable to purchase the CarolinaQueers.com domain. And just recently, AOL finally released it from their clutches, and I was able to swoop in and snatch it up for a really, actually, a decent price via GoDaddy. So I did. Unfortunately, right now, if you try and go to CarolinaQueers.com, you will get a 404 page or an error page. That's simply because I just purchased the domain a couple of hours ago, about 3.5 hours ago. I'm looking on the time here. And it takes 24 to 48 hours before my hosting plan becomes available to me so that I can actually upload the site. So right now it's not available. However, CarolinaQueers.org is still up. It is still being updated. And when CarolinaQueers.com is ready to go live and the site is uploaded, I will just move everything over to the new domain. I will still own CarolinaQueers.org, and in the beginning of next year, I'm going to purchase CarolinaQueers.net and repurchase CarolinaQueers.info so that I have them all, so to speak. CarolinaQueers.tv and CarolinaQueers.mobile, unfortunately, are out of my clutches right now, simply because it's too pricey to purchase those domains. And according to the statistics that I have for the website currently, I don't have that many people who are actually viewing the site from mobile devices. The .tv really it doesn't fit in with the focus of the website. So currently right now, .tv and .mobile are off the list for right now until they become more affordable, or unless I decide to take the site in a different direction, which currently I have no plans for. So that was just a quick little update for any new members that we may have here to the Carolina Queers family, because I consider all of my members very close and very dear friends of mine. I love you all so much, and I just can't thank you enough for making the website a success.